play.
Or a concert.
It's more like snapshots.
Of a journey. A scavenger hunt.
To discover Portland, Maine, 2005.
My people came from the ash tree. This has been our home since we were created. I am a member of the Micmac Nation. We have lived on this land for tens of thousands of years. Our biggest battle was a half-mile down the hill from this theater, Deering Oaks Park. The land remembers. My mother is Irish and Scandinavian. My father is an Indian residential school survivor. Every day I battle to not be ashamed of the half of me that is white. Omi Takiase, my name is Heather Augustine.
We expected a welcome from the black people here. You must not be teaching history very well. Some of them said to us, you are the ones who sold us to them.
My ancestors came from France and fought and helped the Indians in the French-Indian War. They married Canadian Indian girls. They were beautiful from what I hear. And my father's side fought in the American Revolution against the British.
Maine is my home by choice. In 1983, I fell in love with it the first year I lived here. I had no idea I'd end up mayor of Portland, Jill Dewson.
We lived all over this country. Ridden the rails, what you might call a hobo in the old days. Now I live in the woods up between I-295 and St. Lawrence Railway. Billy Wolverton, I write. That's what really matters to me.
Mayan, Azteca, Spanish, Mexican, Chicana, born in Houston, Mexico. I say Mexico because it is. We didn't move, the border moved.
Rachel Talbot Ross. I'm a 9th generation Mainer, raising a son who is a 10th. My first relative born in this country was Toby Talbot, French, 2 T's. It was pronounced Talbot. He was born in 1727 in Bridgewater, Massachusetts. One of his sons, Abraham, is my great-great-great-great-great-great grandfather. Abraham was a slave, so Toby must have been one too. He fought on the American side in the American Revolution. We think that may be how he won his freedom. It's also possible he might have been freed when Massachusetts outlawed slavery in 1783. Family history says that some of his brothers and sisters were bought by wealthy masters as servants. Later on, Abraham settled in China, Maine, which back then was known as Harlem. He worked at a brickyard, married Mary Dunbar, and raised 8 children. Some of their children found jobs as seamen, stevedores, and shipwrights in Portland and other port towns. Definitely Mainers. Neither of my parents went to college. My father, however, was the first African American to serve in the Maine state legislature. One of his greatest legacies was removing all geographical markers, place names, titles, and landmarks in the state that had the word nigger in them. Nigger Bridge, Nigger Lane, Nigger Lake, Nigger Ridge, Nigger Mountain. If I remember it correctly, I think there are 24 instances. And changing that in the records, the maps, signs, and books changed the landscape, literally. What do I love about Maine? My first thought is its beauty. Mountains, oceans, all the green. I love the green. I love that we're a pine tree state. But even though I'm from Maine, I don't necessarily feel like a Mainer. Some days, perhaps because of my work, I feel like a total outsider, constantly asking permission to be here. There are other days when I do feel proud to be from Maine, like this past Monday night at the city council meeting, and on Tuesday. When I leave the political aside for a moment and just breathe, let it all in. Sometimes I can allow myself to be a Mainer.
When I come back to my side at night, I always wonder if some troopers trashed in the name of national security. Do you realize people like me are the first responders?
I'm scared that Emilienne is not going to be able to travel freely back and forth to Canada. We have dual citizenship because of an international agreement, but laws can be changed.
What don't I do that I used to do? Don't make jokes in public about Bush anymore.
I haven't changed anything. You see, the Sunnis try to be very proper. You want our papers? Here are our papers. We keep them with us all the time. For us, manners are very important. That is who we are.
Well, I don't put bumper stickers on my car anymore.
Around lunchtime on September 11th, our faculty advisor, she's Penobscot, called an emergency meeting for all the multicultural students. She said she wanted us to all go out and buy flags, pins, buttons, and stickers for our cars. She told us what stores sold them, and to make sure people could see us wearing them. She said we needed to pool what money we had together to make these stickers saying, "We remember," and hand them out to students at USN, which basically meant the white students. I know she meant well and was only thinking of our safety, but I ended up feeling so incredibly alone.
Your story reminded me right after the Trade Center was attacked. I was leaving a restaurant run by a Salvadorian family in town. Their 6-year-old son came running out to the parking lot and looked over at my car. "Where's your flag? Where's your flag?" I asked him what he meant. "Your flag," he tells me. "You need to put a flag on your car so you can be safe."
Almost an opposite reaction. I became more determined not to give in to my fear. I don't lock my car. I'd rather pay the cost of replacing whatever might be taken than to live my life closed off by fear and paranoia.
At 3 a.m., your phone rings. It's a recorded voice, a computer-generated call. It's from someone you don't know, someone you've never seen. Is it legitimate? The voice says it's the city of Portland. You're told to leave your home immediately. You were told what you can bring: ID, financial resources, cash, something we all carry today, cell phone, and whatever you can carry. You're told you cannot bring any luggage, no boxes, no crates. You are told where to go. Maybe a school, a shelter, perhaps a 7-Eleven. Maybe in our community, maybe not. No car? No problem. There'll be another location where you can walk to where Metro will pick you up. It may be a school bus, by the way, or a VIP bus, and no, we're not going to Foxwoods at all. In some situations, we can't tell you why, but we are moving you. Now it's your decision. Do you go? Do you stay? In the end, it all boils down to one thing. Do you trust us? Do you trust me? Do you trust that I am acting on your best interest? Do you trust us to protect you? Not trusting me means you may doubt.
You'll never know me. The layers that keep me sane, the complexities of being brown in a very white world, and I don't only mean color. My son is a large, beautiful, 13-year-old, dark-skinned man-child, and that puts him at risk. The other day driving home with him, we passed someone laid out on the sidewalk. I started to turn the car around to make sure the man was all right, and my son protested. My own son doesn't get it. If I don't turn around and make sure someone isn't ill or dying, then who will turn around for me or for my son? I expect this community to protect my son. I expect that of every single one of you here tonight, to turn around, no matter how busy, how tired, how unsure you are, because I would do that for you.